Greetings and welcome to another video. Guess what, y'all? They've done it to us again. Oh, yeah, so straight from Linden Lab. This just came out 5 hours ago. It is on the website. I will have the description listed below. Well, the link in the description box below. I'm sorry, I just read this. So sales tax on U.S. purchases. This was posted 5 hours ago. Today is the 28th of February, 2022. Ever since Second Life's inception 2 decades ago, we have seen many local, state, and federal governments impose new ways to collect tax revenue from internet-based businesses. The Wayfair Sales Tax case decision by the Supreme Court was when prior rules about sales tax really changed. Since then, we have done our best to shield our residents from these taxes as long as possible, but we are no longer able to absorb them. As of March 31st, 2022, we will begin charging sales tax in the US. For the time being, we will charge taxes only on recurring billings, such as premium subscriptions and land fees. The amount of tax charged will be communicated clearly in the receipt or invoice. We will continue to absorb the taxes at point of sale purchases, such as one time Linden buys, first time premium subscriptions, and name changes. At some point in the future, we will need to begin passing those taxes on to you. We will make another announcement when those charges are phased in. Your individual charges will be determined by your local jurisdictions. There are more than 13,000 sales and use tax jurisdictions in the United States, with great variations in their rules and tax rates. Tax amounts are also affected by other factors such as the type of goods or services being purchased. To determine the charges, we will be relying on an automated third party system which closely tracks local tax laws so the tax amounts are always up to date. This is news we don't enjoy sharing, but for the health of the business and of Second Life, we can no longer continue absorbing these tax burdens. Thank you for your understanding and your continued support of Second Life. So, that was that. So, let's break this down point for point, shall we? We have until March the 31st until those of us in the US will be charged taxes on reoccurring billings. That is going to be like your premium subscriptions. So, if you have a monthly premium subscription or a quarterly, then the tax will be added on to that. Land fees, uh, tax will be added on to that. So currently, with all my land and my land alt, my tier is it's $13 and $35. So that is $45 combined. So instead of just paying, 45 even or 13 even and 35 even, right? Which is a total of 45, I'm going to be taxed twice for on $13 and on $35. I live in Tennessee, and our tax, we don't have a state tax, but our sales tax is pretty high at 9.75%, I believe. So, uh, yeah. Um, yeah, yeah. So anyway, um, right, and eventually you will also have to pay the point of sale purchases from Linden Lab, like one-time Linden buys, first-time premium subscriptions, and name changes. Well, I'm not worried about name changes because I'm not going to be changing my name because I have a legacy name. But for those that pay $40 a pop to change a name, you're going to be taxed on that depending on your local jurisdiction, your local city and county, your local state tax use rates are will be added on to that $40 of name change. First time premium subscriptions. So if you sign up for a premium subscription, you're going to be taxed. And then, when you renew it, you're going to be taxed again. Your one time Linden buys. So when you go to buy Lindens, you buy your Lindens, right? And you've got the fee, which it used to be a solid rate no matter how much you buy, but now, well, it has been for about a about a year now. The more linens you buy, the more that fee goes up. Now you are taxed on it. Now you're going to be taxed on it. It says in the future. So not right now, but eventually, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. Whew. But for now, starting March the 31st, 2022, Linden Lab will be charging sales tax in the US, and that is going to be on premium subscriptions and land fees for now. Okay? But later on, they're going to tax us all virtually to death. So you need to find, well, I there's this site. Hold on now. Ugh, sickening. It's just sickening. So this is calculator.net. So you can put in like, the amount, let's just say 13, that's my sales tax, and then you calculate it, and then it tells you how much more on top of that, and then the after tax price. So you can use that. If you look down the bottom below, it's an overview of the sales tax rates for the different states. And it also explains um, a little bit more about the tax itself, and like which states has like a general sales tax, but like an additional tax depending on what type of product it is. Also, some states will have a variant of taxes depending on goods or services. If it's a service over the internet, if it's an internet buy, um, depending on what state you live in and what state you're making a purchase from, that can also encounter like a different type of tax. And anyway, so all right, there's something I want to point out here. I saw it because it has my state in it. Okay, so I'll just read this. Sales taxes are much more important in the South and West than they are in New England and the industrial Midwest. Florida, Washington, Tennessee, and Texas all generate more than 50% of their tax revenue from the sales tax. Yeah, I mean, yeah, our sales tax is, yeah, it's 9.75%. So I will also put this link in the description below if and you know you might find it useful. Um, but yeah, so I um I want to rant about it, but what's the point? I mean, really, what's the point? But I am curious though, would this happen if Philip Rosdale didn't come back? I mean, because now it's like, oh boy, uh-oh. So I don't know. Um, um, I want to be upset, but there's no point being upset. I mean, it's not like we can stop it. It's a law, you know, but but they've been absorbing these taxes up until now. So whenever the Wayfair sales tax was decided by the Supreme Court, they've been Linden Lab has been shielding us from these taxes as long as possible, but they're no longer able to absorb them. Well, why is that? What changed? I don't find that very comforting. I mean, I find that that kind of says things are not going to get any better. Well, anyway, that's 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 all I wanted to say. If you have any comments, you can leave them below. But yeah, I'm a bit bummed. I mean, I man, this is really going to affect a lot of people, especially. Oh, hold on now. Oh, yeah, this will affect the land barons, the land flippers, and but well, I don't know. Uh, I don't know what else to say. I can't find anything positive about this, but anyway, there's no point being angry because it ain't going to change anything. But if you want to complain and rant about it, go ahead because yeah, that's healthy. I might do that in my alone time later. I even might cry. But yeah, so there you go. All right, well, that's it from me. And thank you for watching this tax free video. See you in the next one. Bye.